January 2023, this series called My Journey began at the urging and with the help of my good friends Matt and Chris Tanner. And part of the rationale for this was, in my mind, I was thinking this is a way for us to showcase some of the things that they do. But the truth of it was, I wanted to do it to help me. There was things I wanted to do to improve upon. I had some bad habits. And Matt and Chris just encouraged me to put it out there, to put the health journey out for people to see. And I had some bad habits. I had some really bad habits. Some bad food habits, some bad drinking habits. And the truth of it is, a lot of that's just behind me. I mean, I'm not perfect about everything, but I don't drink anymore. I'm exercising, I'm trying to eat better, and I'm still continuing to lose the fat that Chris had helped me to lose. So the question is, now what? What is the next step for the My Journey series? A few weeks ago, I was riding in the Harvest 50. I was actually doing the challenge race, the 25, because I've had some injuries, and that's where I trained myself to, was to do the 25 miles. And I was able to push, I was able to do what I wanted to do, and I walked away from that event realizing that I wanted to do a century. I wanted to do a 100-mile race. I didn't just want to do a 100-mile ride, I wanted to be able to do it in such a way that I'm pushing, like I did in the Harvest challenge race. I pushed for me. Now the thing of it is, I'm not delusional. I'm not saying that I'm going to go from who I am to be someone who can win a 100-mile race. I just want to be able to go and push myself. I want to have the same experience that I had, where I was doing the best that I could and trying to do better with every pedal stroke. So I was sharing this idea that I wanted to do a century with Morgan Chaffin. And Morgan said, hey, why don't you go to Locos with me? My first thing then was to start researching. So I started looking at YouTubes of Locos, looking for places to stay. And then I sent a text to good friend Steve Hirschberger. And Steve's response was, it's hard. Well, if you hear that, I am trying to do this new goal and I reach out to someone saying, hey, Morgan wants me to do Locos, you might think, well, man, Steve's being kind of a jerk there. But there's history. And I'd like to discuss that with Steve at some point as to, why he is making sure that he tells me that it's hard. But the next thing that Steve says, because I sent back, well, I'm either going to train up and do this or I'm going to come away with a good video. To that, he says, let's do both. So that's what I want to do. The next step in the My Journey series is to go on this journey of getting ready for a 100-mile race that'll be in 2024. It's October. I got a lot of time. I got some training in, and it's time to go at it. And the thing of it is, for the next chapter, I got a lot of stuff I got to figure out. I got bike things to figure out. I got a gravel killer sitting behind me. I got an Adventure and Explorer in the garage. What tires am I going to use? What gearing am I going to take? It's a lot of things to figure out. I got to figure out nutrition. I got to figure out training. But the focus that I want to put on this series is going to be on mental and physical wellness, or as Tanner says, mental fitness.
But when we talk about mental fitness, it's like, well, I'm going to get super fit and kick your ass on the bike, and I'm going to make my mind super fit too and be able to do all these awesome things.
So I'm not doing this to inspire anybody else. I'm not doing this to inspire you. I'm doing this to inspire me. You see, I am inspired by people all around me almost every single day. Whether it's Tanner and his commitment to training and mental fitness, Morgan dealing with Crohn's, the Cook brothers up in Michigan out there racing, being good family guys, challenging themselves. Whether it's our buddy Dave Jessup out there chasing a dream with us, or Brooks and the community he has developed up there in Huntington. I'm inspired by Speedy out there living his truth. Glad to know you're a part of my life there, buddy. Whether it's Kate and Brad, you don't get to see Brad very much. When people think of Kate, they think of our goofy videos we do, but these are two young people that work very hard. Or whether it's my own family. I have health issues from a lifetime of TBIs that they have to deal with that affects me every day. I am inspired all the time by the people around me. Now I know that we build bikes here at SDS. But the thing that we're finding out is that we're in the people business. So for my journey, I want to share the journey. We are all on a journey. I want to find inspiration, and I want to share the inspiration. I want to introduce you to the people that inspire me, and I want to go look for more stories. At the same time, let's do some cool stuff. I got some bike stuff we got to do. I got to be smaller to do this race. I need to figure out nutrition. I need to be better at it, committed. I got to figure out training. There's all kinds of things that I got to do to develop a lifestyle that will take me to doing the Gravel Locos. I'm excited about it. Come with me on this journey.